Good morning, everyone. I am Mrs. Jacqueline Suganya, Deputy Principal from St. James Academy. Today, I am going to share my views on the topic of courage to stand for what's right. It is an honor to stand before you today and speak on a topic that defines our character, shapes our society, and ultimately determines our legacy. The courage to stand for what's right. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the trump over it. As Nelson Mandela once said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the trump over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but who conquers that fear. It is the willingness to speak up when others remain silent, to act when others hesitate, and to stand firm even when faced with opposition. History has shown us that progress is often driven by those who dare to challenge injustice, question the status, and advocate for truth, fairness, and equality. Think of great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela. These individuals faced immense obstacles, yet they stood unwaveringly for justice, knowing that their fight was not just for themselves but for the generations to come. Their courage transformed the societies and challenged the course of history. Let me share a story of a young girl named Malala Yousafzai. She lived in Pakistan where girls' education was threatened by the extremists. Instead of remaining silent, Malala chose to raise her voice, advocating the right of every girl to receive an education. She faced a life-threatening attack but survived and continued her mission, eventually becoming the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. Her story reminds us that understanding for what's right often comes with risk, but the impact can be extraordinary. But courage is not limited to world leaders or historical figures. It is found in the student who stands up against bullying, the employee who asks out against the workplace discrimination, the citizen who challenges corruption, and the everyday person who chooses honesty over deception. Each of us in our daily life faces moments where we must decide between what is easy and what is right. However, standing for what's right is not always easy. It can mean facing criticism, losing friends, or even encountering threats. But what matters is the conviction that right is right, no matter how many oppose it. As Winston Churchill once said, courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. True courage is choosing principle over popularity, individuality over convenience, and truth over comfort. So, how do we cultivate this courage? First, we must educate ourselves and develop a strong moral campus. When we understand the values of justice, kindness, and equality, we are more likely to recognize injustice and take a stand. Second, we must surround ourselves with like minded individuals who inspire us and support our cause. And finally, we must take action, no matter how small it is, because even a smallest act of courage can ignite a wave of change. My dear friends, courage is not an extraordinary trait reserved for heroes. It is within each of us, waiting to be ignited. When we choose to stand for what's right, we inspire others to do the same, and together we create a world that is just, compassionate, and full of hope. As John F. Kennedy once said, one person can make a difference and everyone should try. Let us all have the courage to stand for what's right. Thank you for watching this video. I have got something exciting coming up in the next video. Stay honest, stay strong, and stay awesome. We will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.